Hey YouTube, so I'm finally back home. I know I didn't let you guys know that I was actually away, but I was. So yeah, I'm actually gonna be starting Funday Sunday now because it's summertime, and we'll always start by looking at a Pokemon card at the back of it, because that's how I am. But first off, I just want to apologize for not being like really active on uploading a lot because all this. Excuse me, I just burped. Dang, I got the hiccups now, I think. But anyway, I was at my girlfriend's house all weekend, and we were just playing Xbox and hanging out, and I was just staying over there, and yeah. So like, I thought I bought my DS with me over to her house, but I guess I didn't because like I guess like me and her could have just like had a battle, and then like I would have uploaded that, but I didn't. So yeah, whatever. Um, so the whole weekend I was pretty much at her place. We were just playing Xbox, like I said, and yeah, I was just chilling with her and her family. I mean, I'm 14, so it's kind of weird that both our parents agree with it, just as long as we don't like get busy. Um, she's never allowed over here because, like, I only, excuse me, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. I think it's like cold over there because like we have the AC on blast and everything. But pretty much, she's not allowed here because no one's around. But anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, now, um, I got home like right now. Actually, I got home like an hour ago. I just was on YouTube seeing like all the new videos that were uploaded and stuff. I watched a few. Now this Funday Sunday is pretty much just gonna be about the new tier changes and what you guys think about them and how they'll affect the new metagames. First off, Black and White Kyurem was sent to the Uber tier. Surprise, surprise. If you thought that thing was gonna be, those things were gonna be in OU, you're stupid. I'm sorry, but you're stupid. Like, I think White Kyurem like rivals freaking Deoxys and Deoxys A and Mewtwo like in the Uber tier. Come on, did you seriously think they were gonna stay in OU? And if they were, like, they were only gonna stay for like a week, and then they would have moved up. Um, Deoxys went from borderline to actually OU, which I'm surprised, to be honest, that it's OU and not like Uber, because like it's just as good. In fact, I think it's one of the better forms of Deoxys, just because you get so many like options to run. You obviously run the defensive set, which like I run like entry hazards and then recover to stall a bit to get up all my entry, to make sure I get up all my entry hazards, and then Nightshade for an attack. But that's just me. So I don't understand why that's still in the OU. I'm not complaining. So yeah, Landorus, Thundurus, and Tornadus. The Therian forms are in the started off just in Keldeo. They're all starting off in the OU tier. Now, I know for a fact that Tornadus may go to Uber. I'm not too sure. Thunders and Landers are going to stay right where they are in OU. Now, the reason why the new Thunders is not going to be Uber just like its old form is because the newer form has Volt Absorb as opposed to Prankster with complemented by Nasty Plot. It's not gonna be, helpful. It's just gonna be bling, and then like if you probably have to run Timid now, as opposed to running like Modest, because like that's what I would have run because you already have a great attacker in the form of Thunderous, so you know now that's gonna be in the OU. Now I say Tornadus will be going to Uber because with it actually has a better move pool now, and it's very fast. it's gets regenerator, so that's always helpful to have. I have a sidetrack note because I was on the topic of regenerator, but we'll finish that later. Um, it has U-turn, which you can pretty much abuse with, you know, uh, regenerator. You get to access to heat waves, so that's an easy two-shot in the sun with like Ferrothorns and Fortress, I believe. It gets access to superpower Icy Wind, and I'll probably run Icy Wind because you get the chance of lowering the speed and the chance of, it's not like you can guess what hidden power you have because it's already HP Ice. So yeah, that's really good. Glanders, or as we call it in the competitive battling community, Cacturus, is going to be staying in OU, I predict, because as opposed to the old tornado, my bad, I just hit my mic. As opposed to the old Landers, the new Landers is not complemented as much with its best friend T-Tar. Because T-Tar, Landorus, and I mean, since, Escudero was Uber, but when it was OU, they were like the best of friends. They'd always fuck everyone up with, Sand Rush and Sand, Force. It's just too powerful. So yeah, that's what I predict. So now, let's go back to Regenerator. Two of my favorite Pokemon, well, they're not my favorite, but like, they're my favorite in that metagame. One of my favorites in that metagame. Scrafty fell. Scraggy or Scrafty, I'm not too sure what their names are. They fell. I was a little bit surprised about that just because, Dragon Dancing Scrafty with the Ice Fang, not Ice Fang, with the actual, Ice Punch, and Moxie's pretty badass in my opinion. It really seems very strong to me. I regret not having a chance to use it more often, even when I was doing my in-game black and white. So that fell, and so did Regenerator Mienshao. Now Mienshao I was really surprised about, because with the priority fake out and then high jump kick and then U-turn, how did that fall? That was very disappointing to me. Things that moved up, I know Rampardos moved up, which was very happy. I was very happy because of that. Rampardos moved up to RU, I believe, which is okay, but Rampardos has so much potential. It has great speed. Wait, it has great attack and speed stat. Like, I don't understand. But anyway, Hippowdon and Abomasnow moved up. Now, I knew Abomasnow was gonna move up just because there's no other Pokemon in the game that has well, as far as I'm concerned, has hail, snow warning. But I believe now that it is OU, I believe Warring will move up just because of its Ice Body ability, and seeing how two very fast, very powerful fighting type Pokemon have moved down to the RU metagame. I believe, Warring will move up because of his Ice Body, and since Abomasnow is there to set up the hail, it could just spam Blizzard with the Scarf and pretty much wreck anything. Now, I forgot to say in the beginning of this video, if you have like that sound going on in the background, that is my fan, because here in New York it is 90 something degrees and it's just so fucking hot. That's pretty much why I haven't been uploading, because I always do my recordings in my room and not in the living room, but whatever. What else? Hippowdon Rose. I'm not, to be honest, Hippowdon was a good Pokemon, not gonna lie. I did like Hippowdon. It was very cool to see a giant freaking hippo, and the way, like, female, Hippopotamus, look, prop to you. I'm not trying to hit on them because that's just weird. But they look very cool, very nice, all black and stuff. I like that. But I never thought it had like the potential to be OU. Not trying to trash talk, but it does have a very good move pool, I believe. With its access to Yawn and Toxic, which makes it dual status. It's pretty good. Giving it access to Slack Off even better, and its Sandstream is very good, very good. And plus it gets access to Stealth Rock, so that's pretty good for me, I guess. Chansey, I'm not gonna lie, moved down. I was actually a little bit surprised about that, just because Chansey, I feel that Chansey doesn't get as much respect as her big sister in the form of Blissey. I believe that Chansey works better in OU and in Ubers than it does in OU, and I feel like I will always use a Blissey for a wall in OU than a Chansey, because I'd always use a Chansey in Ubers as opposed to Blissey, just because, hear me out, don't be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Because of Violite, you can hook up Eviolite with a Chansey, and that would give you so much more bulk. But you could be like, oh wait, what about your survivability? You get status, you're done. First of all, the only two statusers in Ubers are Arceus. Wait, Arceus, Darkrai with its Dark Void, and then what was the third Uber? Garatina, and that's only if it's in its origin form. I mean, its demented form. You would get Serene. You could get Natural Cure. That's completely fine. And then it's like you could just wish stall. So that's why I feel Chansey works better than Blissey in Ubers, as opposed to Blissey working better than Chansey in OU. So that's just my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel. Let's see what else. Dream World abilities such as Imposter Ditto was actually released. I feel like Imposter Ditto is still in PU as of now, but I think Imposter Ditto will move up because it's kind of like Zoroark or Zorak. I don't remember the evolutions too well, but I feel like because its ability, you get to check your opponent's move pool as soon as you get in. Like, I feel that's so helpful because you don't have to guess what's set. You just have to transform. And it's not even like you actually have to go for the transform itself. It just automatically happens. So, as soon as you see your opponent's, like, move pool, you automatically know, okay, since this set of Heatran has Stealth Rocks, Toxic, Lava Plume, and Protect, it's the specially defensive one, or just the lead one. So you could be like, duh, okay, so let me go out into a physical attacker, so I know what to do. That's my predictions of Imposter Ditto. Regenerator, also a new Regenerator, Regenerator Amoonguss. That will be going to OU. I know it will, just because it's access to Spore, and it's like, that thing will go to OU, trust me. It may take time, but it will go to OU. One thing I was very surprised about going up to the OU tier was, Mew. Now, Mew, I just have to say something really quick, and you guys are all gonna agree with me. Pick a tier and stay with it, because it was in Ubers from Red and Blue all the way to Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. That's when it dropped to RU with Shaman, so at least it had a friend. Now it went from RU to OU. Now, I don't see that. I'm sorry. Because I know that Mew makes a great baton passer, but all you need is something with taunt, and it's completely shut down. Like, you know I'm right, because if... I don't know the standard baton set, but I'm pretty sure it has Psychic just for stab, and it's like, you switch in a speed boost torpedo to taunt it, and then wait for your speed boost to go up. It's not like Mew could touch you. I'm sorry, like... And then you'd have to eventually struggle that thing is gonna struggle you to death. I'm sorry, you know I'm right. Like, get real with yourselves. You know I'm right. Snover, to be honest, Snover, I never feel like Snover belonged in Borderline, in my opinion. I never felt like it deserved to be in Borderline. I'm not trying to trash talk it, but when you have the choice over Snover as opposed to Abomasnow, I'd always run Abomasnow just because Abomasnow has more power, more everything. And it's like, back in the day, how Wynut used to be uber. Like, I'd rather want a Wobbuffet than a Wynut because it has better stats. Like, you guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? I'm not trying to trash talk these Pokemon, but it's true. What else? What else, fella? What else? I can't really remember any of these things off the top of my head. Nidoqueen fell. I don't know. I'm mad about that. To be honest, I'm really mad about that because Nidoqueen was a great Pokemon. She had access to Stealth Rocks and Toxic Spikes. So, I mean, the fact that she fell, I mean, granted, it was completely shut down by something taunting it. But still, man, that was a good Pokemon. It didn't deserve that. Pikachu's big bro moved up. Raichu. I don't got any beef with Raichu. I got beef with Pikachu. To be honest, I don't really care about some Pokemon moving up more than others. One Pokemon I was really happy that moved up was Carracosta because, I mean, like I say, a lot of these Pokemon that heavily rely on, you know, setup moves, if you taunt them, they're completely shut down, you know? It's like, I like some of these Pokemon, but it's come to the point where you need to... I'm not, like, Smogon needs to redo their sets because if something taunted is completely shut down. It's like, physical Ludicolo sets. I love Ludicolo. I have a special battle coming up at you guys where I run a special Ludicolo because special Ludicolo, in my opinion, does a lot better because as opposed to a physical set, the special Ludicolos actually are not shut down if you use taunt. The only setup move a special Ludicolo is required to have is Rain Dance. Not shut down by taunt. Physical Ludicolos need to set up, they get access to Sword Dance. Now, you can I remember the set says Adamant Nature, Rain Dance, Sword Dance, Waterfall, and Seed Bomb. Now correct me if I'm wrong. 2 of its 4 moves are setup moves. If you get taunted, you're done. A lot of these Pokemon are shut down by taunt. So what I'm trying to say is we need to find some way to get these guys more effective sets that work better. What else? Regice moved. I know that. I'm not sure what tier it is in now, but whatever. I guess I'll go back to talking about Keldeo. To be honest, Keldeo looks very cool in its new form, but I haven't gotten around to checking its stats yet. Like I said, I just gotten home from like a week full of playing Xbox and just eating junk food and watching stuff, but Keldeo, I like how it looks in its new form. It looks really cool. I want to try it out as soon as I go black and white too. Pull up. So yeah, where was I? I totally forgot. My mom just came in the room to give me something. Now I totally forgot where I was, but I remember raging about how some Pokemon. Excuse me. I believe I was on Regice. Now, like I said, not trying to trash talk, but Regice sucks compared to Registeel. I just love Registeel a lot more because they both get access to like the same moves, but I think Registeel is more bulkier. Wait, no, I was on Keldeo, I believe. Keldeo's Revolution form. This new form of Keldeo doesn't, from what I've heard, doesn't have as much. Doesn't its stat change? Its stat doesn't change. To be honest, that's what I've heard. But yeah. I'm not sure about Keldeo. I believe it's gonna stay in OU for a while until someone thinks of a good counter to it. So, I believe I'm going to end it off here. I don't know. I'll probably bring you guys a Battle Tuesday, I believe, which this is going to be uploaded on Sunday, Funday Sunday. But I hope you guys had a good Funday Sunday. I had a lot of fun narrating this, talking to you guys. For the next Funday Sunday, I want you guys to talk to me. Message me on over YouTube or just comment. I want to hear what you guys think of this little talk. I want to hear more like what stuff you want to talk to, like what do you want me to talk about during these things. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, YouTube. Hope you guys don't have to go to work or school or summer school on Monday because that will suck donkey balls. Bye.